Hello folks, my name is Bo Haddon and I'm the owner of Bravo Kennel. Welcome to Bravo Kennel and my home. For those of you that have seen our videos before, your loyal viewers, thank you very much, and for the new viewers, welcome. Today's theme and video is going to be about how to raise a Pressa puppy. We've had many questions in reference to that, and hopefully we'll be able to answer some of your questions. Today, in order to do that, I have a special guest all the way from Costa Rica. Louis, come on in. How are you, Louis?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Where are you from, Louis?
I'm from San Jose, Costa Rica.
Oh, really? And how long of a trip was that to come here?
Oh, it was 2.5 hours from Costa Rica to Miami International Airport.
2.5 hours by plane?
By plane, sir.
And then you drove from Miami to here?
Yeah, it was a 4-hour drive from Florida to right at your home.
Oh, Miami, you mean?
Yeah,
Miami, Florida.
from Miami International Airport. Yeah, it was around 3.5 to 4 hours to get by.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. What brought you here to Bravo Kennel?
I have 2 years interested in this breed, and I've been searching in the website for those 2 years for the best genetic, and I guess I found it.
Oh, okay, great. Well, we really thank you for that. You're going to be starting a kennel in Costa Rica soon, is that right?
Yeah, hopefully for this year we can be able to start a kennel with this breed.
Okay.
I'm quite interested in the genetics, so hopefully we can start it this year.
Okay, great. Well, we really are proud and very eager and willing to help you on that.
Thank you for that.
You're going to get 2 pups from us, and we'll see how that goes. Maybe you can provide us some videos from Costa Rica one day.
For sure, sir.
Okay, now you interacted with my dogs earlier today, and what was that like?
Oh, it was so phenomenal. I'm definitely happy. They are so nice. They are so nice, you know, they are so kind with us, and beautiful dogs.
Okay, so you didn't feel threatened or intimidated once I brought you in into the house, and you were actually able to touch a few of them and pet them and everything else, is that right?
Yeah, we pet them, we play with them. They are so gentle with us, you know, they are nice dogs.
Great, great. Well, that being said, I'm going to talk about a few issues that people have repeatedly asked me via email, but a lot of comments and phone calls on how to raise a Pressa puppy. Let's talk about what you just said first. These dogs are very eager to please their owners, especially mine. But I think any real Pressa would be. They're raised here with love, they want to fit in, they really want to please you.
Okay.
It's up to you to show them how to do that. You have to be a very strong leader for this breed. Any working breed, you need to be strong. Especially for a Pressa, because they're extremely powerful animals. You cannot be their friend, you cannot be their buddy, you're not supposed to be their owner, you must be their master. There's a difference. But that doesn't mean to say that you're going to be cruel to the dog or that you're not going to give it love. You're going to provide them what they need, and that's leadership. They want it to come from you. Dogs are a social animal, and for their mental and emotional health, they need to have a leader. Leadership is necessary for the canines. They want it to come from you, but if it doesn't, they will do it and step up to be the leader. That is a recipe for disaster. You must be the strong one in the group, the pack, if you will. That needs to be instilled when they're young. You need to show them the way relatively soon after you get it. When they're puppies, you have to give them a little bit of a break. You can't be that severe with them, but you have to be consistent.
Okay.
There have to be guidelines and parameters, and if there's something that is no, it has to always be no.
Okay.
It can't be no today and maybe tomorrow and then maybe 3 days from now it's okay. It cannot be that way. It has to be always the same. It's either yes or no. There's no in between. The dog does not have a choice. in what you want. I never ask my dogs to do anything. I tell them what to do. And this is part of being a leader. We give them plenty of love, and this is a formula that's worked for us. Now, some dogs are going to need some corrections as they grow up. I think it's cruel if you don't correct a dog when it needs it. Reason being is that if a dog is just let to go on its own, it's a very good possibility that the dog is going to become a problem and the owner can't handle it, and they're going to end up having to get rid of the dog. If it goes to a pound, that usually means the dog gets put to sleep. So, I mean, not always, but there's a good chance of that. So I think it's more cruel not to correct the dog when it's needed, and appropriately, not severely, unless it's a really severe situation. It's needed so that everyone can live harmoniously together. Very, very important.
So they need to have a great leader.
Yeah, you have to be strong. And that doesn't mean you have to be cruel. The formula for success with this breed is firmness with kindness. That works very well. So, about housebreaking. The way we housebreak our puppies is pretty simple, and it works great for us. What we do is, you have to do everything on a regiment, a timing. As soon as the puppy wakes up, it needs to go to the bathroom, so you take it outside. We feed the dogs at the same time every single time.
Or together?
That's what we do. But if you have one dog or two dogs, it doesn't matter. You feed it at the same time every time. Their body is going to be used to eating at the same time. As soon as they finish eating, they need to go to the bathroom. So what we do is we don't feed them inside the house. We feed them outside the house. So after they finish eating, they're not allowed inside till they do their business. So that's two of the three main reasons why they need to go. If they're playing with each other and they're roughhousing and the blood's circulating real well, they might need to go to the bathroom then. And if it's happening in the house, or wherever it's happening, you're going to see them going around in a little circle, and their back is going to arch up a little bit. If it's in the house, you need to pick them up, and I always tell them outside every time they need to go outside to use the bathroom, and they get the idea pretty quick that way. Another thing too is some puppies are going to have their accidents, and dogs are scent-oriented animals, so if you don't clean it in a way that eliminates the scent, they're going to be attracted to want to use that same area again. So there's a lot of really great cleaning products on the market that we use in general. They don't all eliminate the scent. They have scent eliminating products at the pet stores that I'm sure work very well. But what I use is I use white vinegar diluted with water. That's something I always have in the house. It's always available, it's very affordable, and that's what I use.
And it's organic.
Yeah, there you go, that too. I didn't even think of that. Another thing, Louis, that's very important is I don't ever allow my puppies to put their mouth on me. That is something that I'm starting to establish my yes and no's and my boundaries and parameters that they are not allowed to cross. They can hurt you by accident later on in life, possibly. Anyway, it's just, I don't go for it. This is how they treat each other. I am not a dog. I am your master. You don't put your mouth on me ever. I don't allow it, and it's always no. And I think for me that's been very helpful. What I do with the puppy is I physically remove the mouth and I tell it no or don't bite me. That's usually what I say. But you can say anything you like, but it has to be the same every time. Most likely they're not going to get the message that way. So I give them a little tap on the bridge of the nose with my finger, like this, and that puzzles them. Like, you know, what was that for? So they start to understand that putting the mouth on me is not allowed. There'll be other things too that later on will be corrected, but these are some general preliminary things that they should not be allowed. I don't do it. If you see your dog putting its mouth on something in your house, basically I'm talking about your furniture,
Yeah.
or your shoes, and you know, that's the last thing in the world we want them to chew on, but that's something that seems to be attractive to them. If they put their mouth on it, whether they chew or not, that's the precursor to they are going to chew it.
All right.
So,
What should we do in that
yeah,
case?
there's a product that I've used that's been very good. And there might be more than one, but this one I use, it's called Keep Off, and it's a spray. And once you spray an area, and I do it right in front of them, I don't get angry, I don't yell at them. They might not understand that they're really doing something very wrong. I'll tell them no, or don't bite it, or whatever it is. I usually say don't bite it, but then I spray it, and then they're stubborn, they're going to go right back to it, they smell that, and they back off. So usually that works very well. Also, if you don't have some sort of a deterrent spray like that, the minimum you want to do is, after you tell it no, or don't bite it, or whatever it is you're going to say, you want to clean it with something that's going to kill the scent, which I use the vinegar with the water. Because the saliva is going to have a scent, and that's going to make them want to come back because they smell the saliva as something to chew on. And if they don't do it, if you have puppies in the house, which hopefully soon you will as a breeder, the puppies are going to chew on it. So that's something that has worked well for us, and I think it's less trauma on the puppy because the spray is causing them not to do it, and that is the bottom line that we're trying to get here, is for them not to do it. If you come in the room screaming and really getting upset, which is understandable if they just chew your furniture or a piece of your clothes, they might not understand why you're yelling at them. If you use that deterrent, they get the message without any of the drama. That's been pretty good. So, is there anything you'd like to share with the public in reference to these dogs, or your experience with Bravo Kennel, or any of the above?
Yeah, listening to you, I get to understand that it's very important to coach these dogs from the beginning. So, you know, we can have some friendly and gentle dogs like yours. So actually, you know, I'm looking forward to have my puppy and try to teach him all of these details. So once he grows, I can have a wonderful, and beautiful, gentle dog. So
we're gonna help you with all your needs. I mean, if you have any questions, just like any other Bravo Kennel family member, we're there for you. For as long as you want or need us to be. We're just a phone call or an email away. You know, my dogs are accepting of strangers when they come in the house, but that's because they see that you're with me. Dogs are like people, really animals in general. We all have our own personalities, and some are friendlier than others, and some are not as friendly, and some are just straight out dangerous. I mean, this is just how dogs and humans both are. So it's really up to you what you show them that you want, and will accept. So that being said, is there anything else you might want to talk about?
Basically, you know, a lot of people think that big dogs are aggressive, but I can say that these dogs are big and they are definitely nice to us. You know, even that we came to visit, and you know, they are a little bit jealous, but they're so friendly because they're right here with us.
Okay. There's one other thing I'd like to talk about as well. I get a lot of people ask me if they got to press a puppy from me, but this would be in general, just for any working breed, really, I believe, or maybe just any dog. But anyway, they already have a small dog or another dog.
Okay.
And if it's not the same gender, I don't ever recommend that. You know, bringing a female into a home that has a female, or bring a male into a home that has a male dog. That's a recipe for disaster for most people. I mean, some people can handle that, but it's not recommended. But if someone brings in a dog, a puppy, into a home that already has a dog, that dog that's there has already had its position with that family. And what I recommend is when you bring the puppy in, pay more attention, almost double, to your dog that you already have, and almost ignore the puppy. That way, the dog that's already there doesn't feel that this puppy is a threat to your attention to him or her. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, this way that dog feels like it's getting even more love now, more attention, and now this is his or her new little buddy.
Yeah.
So as opposed to grabbing the puppy, pushing the other dog away, be careful with the pup, don't hurt it. I mean, all those things are important to say, but, you know, do it in a proper way. If you reject that other dog because you're giving this puppy so much attention, trying to make the puppy feel at home, it could really cause problems. The puppy's coming in on a neutral plane, if you will.
Okay.
It doesn't know the difference if it's